our last match in the first round of losers is going to be, oh my goodness.
Wow. George
versus Storm.
This is going to be an incredible match.
So
two of my favorite players to watch that we have here today.
Yeah, so HeeyGeorge, an incredible, close, delicious to watch set against the Foxy Grandpa. He really pushed Grandpa to his limits, taking it to the very last round with the most impressive Jacqueline Briggs I've ever seen.
He was so close to making the biggest upset of the entire tournament. He still could do it. I would not be surprised to see him make it all the way back up to finals. But of course, we have Storm here in the exact same situation he was last season finals,
yeah,
where he made it all the way back up through winners to place 4th with a ton of upsets. So this might be where he's more comfortable.
Is it bad that when I went back there and I looked at Foxy, I told him that I was hoping he would lose?
Well, I mean, just because you hope somebody loses doesn't necessarily mean you don't like them or you don't like them as a player. I mean, everybody wants to see the upset. You know, I mean, Foxy and Fox are great players, but they are just so dominant that it's always nice to see somebody new. And I feel like this tournament could be the tournament that we see.
Oh, what's that? That's a hitbox.
Very nice. Oh, that actually, I believe he bought this hitbox last time he was down here for Season 2 finals.
He was.
I guess he completely made the switch.
I delivered it to him.
Wow.
Anyway, so he is now converted to hitbox, and he needs to also convert his mindset. The one thing about Storm that I haven't really been liking this time around on the season finals is the fact that his mindset is kind of all over the place. He's like very, I can't explain it, but it's not the strong Storm that we knew from Season 2, who was bound and determined to make it out of losers and make it all the way to that top 4 spot.
Yeah, Storm has told me personally that he hasn't been playing as much. I feel like that potentially could be attributed to the fact that he is, of course, the tournament organizer for Viennality. You guys should all check that out if you want to go to a really sick European tournament.
That's the one to go to. But anyways, as you were saying, he hasn't been playing as much, and I don't know if he's as focused, and you know, whatever the reasons are, Storm really needs to pull this out because his opponent is not going to let it be easy. This is going to be probably one of the toughest matches of Storm's career so far in this game.
Absolutely, and this is a matchup of characters that we have seen quite a few times this season, honestly in both leagues. We're going to see, I'm assuming, we're going to see Jackie versus Takeda. It's ending up being kind of a fan favorite match. Everybody loves watching those characters, both extremely explosive, very cool combos, great mix-ups. It's always going to be fun one way or another.
Yeah, we're going to have to see who's going to have the stronger mental fortitude. Is it going to be HeeyGeorge or is it going to be Storm?
It looks like HeeyGeorge is going with full auto Jackie. That worked out extremely well for him in his last set. His shotgun wasn't working quite as well as he wanted it to. Switching to full auto, if he'd gone full auto at the start, he may have beaten Foxy.
All right, and here we go. Starting off with a jump kick, getting that first hit. And already Storm finds himself in a bad position, but wait a second, reversing it with a teleport.
And both of these players are, I think, some of the best at their characters at using their delayed low projectiles.
That's a really good point, actually.
So the mix-ups here, it's going to be hard for either of them to get out of each other's mix-ups.
Oh my goodness, so much damage coming out of Jacqueline Briggs.
Both of these characters have huge damage, absolutely huge damage, although it takes a little bit more meter for Takeda. Ooh, and no
nice block, and that's going to be, should have been a punish, but nothing. Storm drops. And now that's going to give the round over to HeeyGeorge.
They went from the right side corner to that left side corner
real quick.
Fight.
Oh, and what a trade. I don't even know what traded right there. The back two definitely traded with something.
That up rocket was actually a sick read. Unfortunately, it was just a little too high.
Yeah, up rocket is a move that you can throw out on a read relatively safely. It recovers extremely quick on whip.
And depending if they dash in or run in at you, it'll actually hit them up close on the ground.
That's true, especially if they're a taller character. All right, Storm needs to get out of this corner.
And that's going to be a huge punish. This is going to hurt.
Oh, here's
never
the
mind.
Oh, he swept into it.
Are you serious?
Beautiful. Normally, when you have a low projectile on the ground like that, you mix it up with an overhead because it's so hard to block overhead low. But this time, he swept because you don't expect low. You always expect the overhead low.
Storm's Takeda looked like a pinwheel in the air as soon as he got hit by that.
It's a pretty great animation, but that was a nice setup. That's the first time we've managed to see George use his setups. He did drop them every single time he tried to use them against Foxy earlier, unfortunately. But that was great. We still haven't seen him do an overhead with the low rocket. I hope we get to see that more in this tournament.
Yeah, and now HeeyGeorge was trying to outspace those back twos from Storm with the amazing walk speed, but unfortunately got caught and now dropping combos, but still getting another combo started and dropping it again.
Yeah, we've seen 3 drop combos in a row from both players here. All right, Storm saying, hey, I've got harder blockables too. I would love to see Storm go for a low just to get back at him for doing low himself.
Storm is actually just doing fine right now.
Round 2, fight.
Storm does need to worry about whether or not he can get out of this corner, though. Oh, and interestingly enough, George just confident in zoning.
Oh, nice read. Again, like you said, you can throw that out relatively safely.
Oh, and the teleport cancels that Storm is so famous for. There we go.
Oh, good luck blocking that. Now Storm finally getting some more momentum going after he won the first round.
Although
HeeyGeorge trying to steal it, but here we go.
Oh, and the second hit doesn't connect, so he's not able to cancel into a special move to continue the combo or pressure. And the trades with the enhanced kunai. This is a strange zoning game from both sides. Oh, and the flip will punish it. That's going to be a hard knockdown. Great bait on the armor, but 2 in a row! Wow, 2 in the row for a kill. Very smart. That armor is completely safe. It's only -6 on block. So there's nothing that Storm could have done there except for read if he was going to armor again. And even if he had blocked it, still would have been safe. There we go. Not a huge punish right there, but he did get a punish on the blocked armor. Oh, and no with punish.
Oh,
the
that's
one
gonna be a
actually went
punish.
over the recovery.
Now stuck in the corner. This is a bad situation, getting caught with the overhead. And again, look at all of this damage.
Oh,
another one!
Instead of ending
one.
the combo, he just goes for an instant feint for the ground pound, and that is something we've never really seen.
Ooh.
Jackie wins.
Would you say Storm got kind of blown up that round? No, Storm, though, had a great round. Please don't look at me like that. I think Godspeed's going to murder me, guys. If I don't come back.
Doing them a favor, my man. Kill yourself, my man.
Don't disagree.
I'm just kidding. Don't do that.
I would never.
I know.
I love commentating with you every week. All right. So George is up 2-0 against Storm, but Storm has increasingly been doing better and better. He just needs to make a few more right reads, and if he can just kind of take the consistency of the match back
and
to his favor.
that's that teleport tag.
Oh, and George has not blocked a single one of those.
And Storm is just uncharacteristically dropping all of his combos. I mean, even into his conversions. I don't know what's going on, and wow, what a nice anti-air.
I've never seen a Jackie down 3 anti-air. That's something we see from a few characters, but that's new to me.
Again, getting caught with that overhead. It's really doing well for HeeyGeorge.
And that was a great spot to use it. He did the back 1, which the second hit of that string, back 1-4, is a low. He did the back 1 and then immediately did an overhead while Storm was sitting there blocking it.
Oh, and he waited. Nice patience there from Storm, catching the backdash. Getting around, he desperately needs to take this game just to put himself on the board and change potentially his mindset right now.
Oh, this is going to be big, though. Going for the hard knockdown. Didn't go for the mix-up like he did last time.
Every time. Again, another one. That overhead.
Just jabbing on Takeda's wake-up will break all of his armor. That is one of the biggest weaknesses of Takeda, especially Shirai Ryu.
That round took 2 combos. That was it.
That's what happens when you play against Full Auto Jackie. And again, those combos didn't even take a meter.
That's
her in the corner is scary. Oh, it looks like we may have a little bit of a technical issue here. Oh, it looks
it's
like
the box.
it's,
Okay.
Something may have died there, but aside from that, what's going on here?
I think Storm is actually, is he forfeit? What's happening here?
I'm not sure. Well, while they...
I mean, I can grab my hitbox if he needs to use one. No, I'm serious, it's in my backpack.
Can we get somebody into Hitbox Godspeed's backpack, please? Well, while they're figuring that out, I just wanted to say also that I did receive some word. We were talking about how we didn't know if... Oh, yeah, it looks like it will be a forfeit.
So Storm is actually going to forfeit his spot, and that means HeeyGeorge is going to move on.
Well, unfortunately, there isn't too much else that you can do in a situation like that where you have a controller malfunction or a pause within a game. That is why we, for instance, put the great feature that NRS implemented into this game, the pause delay, where you have to hold down pause instead of just pressing it. So that's why we turned that on. But Hardware failure, unfortunately, it happens sometimes for one reason or another. So congratulations to HeeyGeorge with a very strong game. Storm definitely did not go out without a fight. So huge shout out to him.
It's just really sad to see him go out that way. I mean, Storm has always been such an explosive and awesome player to watch, but I mean, he didn't want to move on. He didn't want to go on. That was it.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think he potentially could have done it.
Chef, I'm sad.
I'm very sad.
Yeah, but I am happy that George Edwards will be moving on. His Jackie is so very strong and fun to watch. And again, I love that we gave his region a chance. And my goodness, have they showed for it.
Oh, yeah. Latin America, I'm a huge fan of their scene.
All right, well, let's head over back to Brian and Josh.
Thank you, gentlemen. Unfortunately, we have to say goodbye to 4 players, Boki, Perfect Legend, Krathen, and Storm. Congratulations on making it this far, but they are now knocked out. I have to say we've seen a couple upsets, a couple surprises, especially with Perfect Legend. He's a player who's been around for such a long time. Not a career-ending event, though. I'm sure we're going to see a lot more Perfect Legend in the future.
Oh, we definitely can't get rid of that guy if we tried. I'm blown away by Yupe, though. I think Dustin actually said it best. He described him as fearless, and that, I mean, he's amazing to watch. I can't wait to see more of him. George, this kid's killing it.
That Cutthroat Kane, a lot of people are excited to see that character, especially Tyler Lansdowne, one of his favorites. But again, the Latin American scene is going crazy for George Edwards right now, and we want to hear them on Twitter. Make sure to use the hashtag MKX Pro League and follow us at ESL Mortal Kombat. And we are also live on Facebook, and you can tune into all the action there as well. We have a number of giveaways. We're going to be giving them out throughout the entire day that our correspondents will be telling us a little bit later about throughout the day today. Just to recap the schedule, we're going to continue with the matches after we take this short break, and then after that, we're going to be taking a longer break into the Fatal 8 happening at 5 o'clock. Now, right before the Fatal 8, I will be joined by the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Ed Boon himself for the Injustice 2 gameplay reveal. And then we will continue the tournament. Brian, a lot of people are excited to see these results so far, but we are not done yet. Stay tuned. We're going to take a quick break. The MKX Pro League Finals continue after this.